There was a sword sticking through the back of our main character. Hero Hansung looking back at Count Brandenburg, who was just recently his partner. He asks him if this was his reward for countlessly fighting for the empire like a dog and defeating the demon lord. Count Brandenburg tells him that he will be remembered as the person who won the battle and also the hero who defeated Sword Master Sir Badel. But because of a fatal injury you died an honorable death. He goes further on telling him he will be forever praised and that his patriotism and sacrifice will be remembered forever. Hansung bleeding out tells him to stop the bullshit. While going unconscious he recalls back that he was summoned to the world and he was betrayed right after defeating the Demon Lord and uniting the continent as one. Even the South Korean military would think this is too much. A glow starts appearing from his back. In last moments he's determined that he will be back to get his revenge. And the day he comes back will be the ruin of the empire. 4 years later he is born again. In the same world. He is a boy born to a noble family. He is now 4 years old. He complains that even reading is tough in this small body. He is happy and amazed that he was reincarnated into the family of the greatest necromancer and the black magician of the continent. His father was the master of the Black Tower called Black Duke. Before his death, Hansung was happy that he had attained a special artifact. A reincarnation stone. He was reincarnated into the body of a boy named Dale, while still keeping his memories and consciousness. He had no control on where he would be reincarnated to, but is fortunate he was reborn into a Duke family. He knows this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that he must take advantage of. He's going to take every advantage to learn the secrets of black magic from his own father. Hansung is plotting knowing once he masters his skills, he will create an undying army through necromancy. And will have a bloody revenge against the empire who worked him like a dog that then ultimately killed him in the end. 2 years later. The master of the Black Magic Tower Duke Jackson is reading his normal morning report. There's a knock on the door where he tells the person to come in. Officer Cephia comes in. Elder of the Blue Tower. She tells him about Master Dale who she was put in charge of over his studies. Duke Jackson asks if the young master has been causing trouble. Cephia tells him that it's the complete opposite. She goes on and tells the Duke that once she began to teach him about mana he immediately succeeded in engraving his first magic circle. Within a day he was able to use the spell Ice Bolt. She tells him his Ice Bolt spell is as strong as the magic used in the military. The Duke asks is that even possible. He goes on saying that Dale might be but was cut off by Cephia, agreeing that the young master has an exceptional talent for magic. Cephia thought to herself while saying and also immeasurable talent for killing too. A while later Duke Jackson was observing his son Dale practicing necromancy on a dead rabbit. He tells him to not be impatient and that he must control his mind. Dale agrees with his father. Dale was in deep focus conjuring his magic. A rune emblem appears underneath the dead rabbit. Magic was gathering around the rabbit. The corpse started to shake and move and Dale knew that he was still unfinished. He is trying to utilize the magic he was taught by Cephia with the combination of necromancy. He completed the spell and the rabbit was up waiting for Dale's command. Duke Jackson just watching thinks that the result is more normal than what he imagined. Dale gives it a pat and tells the rabbit to take off. Duke Jackson just still pondering about only these results wonders if Cephia made a mistake. As they both watch the rabbit take off, Dale gives out an evil smirk. Suddenly a huge explosion comes from the rabbit, and ice envelopes the area. The Duke watching this is now paralyzed with fear from what he just witnessed. He starts analyzing what Dale just did using the water element he learned from Cephia and created a living bomb. Amazed to be at this level for such a young age. With an evil grin Duke Jackson realizes that his son will bring great changes to the world. And as a father nothing could make him even prouder. A couple years later we see a group of orcs who looks like to be surrounding a mere soldier human. The human looks like he's about to give up and accept his fate. Suddenly a sword goes through one of the necks of orcs from behind. Then in a mere moment all 3 orcs were beheaded. It was no other than Dale, who has grown and is now a young teenager. Dale, who extends his hand out with a smile, asks the soldier if he needs help getting up. The soldier, who is still scared, tells him there's still an army of orcs surrounding us. Dale lets out a nonchalant sign and tells him that he will get rid of them all in one go. A while later, Sword is pointing at our protagonist Dale. She wants to prove that she's worthy of protecting the Orhart family. And in order to do so, she must show her strength to the holy swordsman Count Brandenburg, the man that killed hero Hansung in his first life. Dale lets out an evil grin and is ready to face his opponent. Thank you for watching. For more updates, please like and subscribe and comment Rabbit for more.